Hello, No Bravado, massive. Let me just add Natalie. Hey, Nats.
Yo.
I think my internet has been good all day, yeah? And we just played the trailers at Nick's. Oh, no, not you. You're not supposed to be here. One sec.
Not yet.
Not yet. Internet's been fine all day, and now all of a sudden it wants to play up. This is usually your thing, not mine. I don't understand what.
It can't take the stress.
How you doing? How you doing, Nick?
I'm all right, thank you.
I feel like I haven't seen you for a whole decade, man. I haven't spoken to you for ages.
I know. I'm about. Me and the family took we had a 2-week break. It was lovely.
Oh no.
Yeah, we went to New York, so it was great. We had a really, really nice time. And now we're back. Now we're back. It seems it's a different now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now we're talking about Abu Dhabi.
Right. Yes. But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Sorry, I'm just doing, I'm always distracted when I'm on the show. So yeah. So today, how familiar are you with Devvon, Nix?
Sorry, say again?
How familiar are you with Devvon Danvers?
Well, I know who he is, and I've seen him out and about. But as in know him, I wouldn't say that I know him personally.
Know him.
No.
Okay. I was saying to Natalie earlier, I've known him for years, and he is one of the funniest fucking characters that I've had. Seriously, some of the funniest moments of just conversations or just real raw honest opinions where we've gone back and forth and he's given me his honest opinion if I agree with it or not. It's hilarious. It usually has me in stitches. So I'm really, Devvon's a raver on our scene. We've seen him out and about. People would have seen him out and about, but those who know him know he is hilarious. So I'm really interested and excited to get his opinion. Plus, he's a No Bravado member and he contributes a lot in the group with comments and so on and so forth. And what I love about the fact that he said yes is that we've got a lot of members that are keyboard warriors. But come on here and talk your talk. They don't want to do it.
Never.
They agree and then back out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maximum respect to Devvon for coming on. So I'm excited for that. So let me just whiz through a couple of announcements and then we'll bring him on. One sec. All right. So see him there? Looking all nice and fresh. All right. So Black Excellence, we've got more updates now. So I've got the t-shirt. You can see it.
Mine's in the wash.
The small things that amuse me, boy. Oh, wow. Yeah. No, so so Black Excellence CIC is something that we've put together in efforts to join the movement and create a movement so that we can start sustaining our Black Pound. So it's CIC, and a lot of people have said to me that when I've had my cupcakes and cocktails events, am I able to come and trade at your event? And because of the way it was set up, it was in my stockist, so it was quite difficult to work out the logistics of that. But now we've won a little bit of money so that we can put on some subsidized sales events. So it's looking like we're going to start in October now, which is Black History Month. And we don't really subscribe to Black History Month. We all know that. But it would be a good reference point. I don't know why I'm sitting here showing off without my glasses, because that's what the problem is. That's what I'm like, what is happening? But I ain't got my glasses on. So yeah. There we go. So we are looking at doing something around on or around the 7th of October. It's gonna be in the Thamesmead area. It's gonna be like the same sort of vibe as Cupcakes and Cocktails, where we have a DJ. I don't know what we're going to put on in terms of Cupcakes and Cocktails. I don't know how that's going to work, but it's going to be a nice sip and shop party kind of sales event, and not just for Diva Choice, for any of you budding entrepreneurs out there. So if you know anybody, if your sister or your cousin or your niece has a talent or a product that she wants to sell or he wants to sell, get in touch, holler at us, send me a direct message. I can't remember what our email is. Can you, Nat?
blackexcellencic@gmail.com.
See it there. Send us an email, send us a direct message, and we can send you more information. But now we're good to go. We're gonna definitely start rolling with things. So you'll start seeing a lot more information. What's next? What else is new with us? Okay, so as you were saying, Nix, Abu Dhabi's coming up. How long have we got?
What, 2 months? 3 months?
Nah, not 3.
Nah, 2.
August, September, October, 2 months.
It's
probably just over 8 weeks or something like that.
The 20 yeah.
Yeah, that's not long. So I think when I spoke to him, he had 2 or 3 rooms left. So there are still a couple of packages. We're going for a week, so it's going to be a longer time, and it's slightly more expensive, but it's worth it. Just want to play you a little clip, and we'll be back. What you're talking about? Can you not hear it?
No.
No?
Okay.
Okay.
Green.
Okay. It's not playing video today.
True. Hey, I'm trying to get paid, take money, cash checks.
Okay, forget it. Because I don't know, my internet's really playing up, but it's really trying to flop my whole show literally today. But yeah, let me just say to you, go to Stamp the Abu Dhabi Experience page, holler at Goody. He's got 2 or 3 rooms left, 2 or 3 packages left. Boat things are selling out, boat spaces are selling out. So get your passes, get your boat tickets, and yeah, we'll see you in Abu Dhabi in about 8 weeks. Can you believe it, ladies?
Gonna be a vibe. It's going to be a vibe.
It's going to be a vibe. All right. So without further ado, let's add our special guest. I'm laughing already because we already know that he's going to be reckless when he's ready. You're going to be reckless.
No, man, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good.
You're going to be good. Welcome, Sir Devvon Danvers. How are you, my darling?
I'm good. I'm blessed so far.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on.
I'm just kind of many organizations have asked me to do this over the last 2 years.
Yeah. To
be quite honest with you. So I know a couple of them is going to be vexed. They're going to be saying, oh, Devvon, oh, you've got to find this one first. But I've known Trish is like a sister to me. And I just said, you know what? I'm going in there. So here I am.
You support the group as well.
Let's do this.
You know what I mean? Like, you support the group. You still comment from time to time. You come in.
Absolutely.
You chuck in, and it means a lot to me. So, do you know what I mean? It's good that you're here. Fidel said he was going to come on. I'm sure Fidel flopped us at the last minute, innit? That said he was going to come on, and he said, "Nah, I can't click the link." I just left us dead. So, again, thank you for coming on. We appreciate you. So,
thank you very much.
No Bravado Massive. Devvon picked the topics for this week's show.
We did.
You did.
All right,
There was one topic that I picked, but these were more or less your topics. This is a Devvon Danvers takeover, and we're here for it. We are here for it. So, let's add this back to the stream. First topic. So, this was something that you said to me that someone sent to you, right, Dev?
Uh-huh.
And it's basically asking, why do black men take so long to put a ring on her finger? What we saying, guys? Do you think it's a black man thing?
No, I just think it's a human being thing, to be quite honest with you, because people just see it as it being a piece of paper. Some people.
Right.
But if you got your woman and you got your woman for 10 years and you haven't married her or anything, I think it's like, it's no go, isn't it? After 10 years, if you don't know whether you're going to the left or going to the right, what are you doing with her?
Right.
Just to have her as your girlfriend.
But why do you think that guys do that? Why do you think guys think I'm going to just keep her around because she's not the one, but it's comfortability, or?
Sometimes it's comfortability. Sometimes it's
convenience.
We got too many choices. We got too many choices out there. So you're not going to marry one. And sometimes you think the grass is greener on the other side.
Right.
And it's not like that. So some guys, they don't know when they got a good woman until someone else has them.
Right.
You understand me? So, you know, each to their own. We might see that person on the outside and think, God, why don't you marry her, man? She's a good woman, but you don't know what she's like behind closed doors. But then again, what you're still doing with her and she's not the one.
Right. That's my part.
If you're not looking at your relationship that you are going to go all the way, it doesn't make no sense. You might as well have an affair and done.
Yeah. Or just break up.
No, or just break, right?
No, what are you doing in a relationship if you're not sure whether you're going to go all the way? It makes no sense.
Sometimes people haven't got enough options while they're still in a relationship.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why you keep it as a rolling contract.
It's not a rolling contract. Saying, why do men have to wait until it gets to that?
Well, it happens. It happens. You don't intentionally think like, boom, I'm not going to marry her. But why can't the woman come and say, boom, marry me? What's
to be told?
You know, just
about what's masculine and what's not.
That's what's going to happen. If a woman was to propose to a man, I bet you some man is going to turn and say that she must think she's man.
And I'm not proposing to a man. I feel like if a man wanted to marry me, I'd know. If the man can't ask me, you're mad, for me to go ask him to go and take shame, I'm not doing it.
Why not? But he must take shame. He must get dirty up his clothes and get down on one knee for you to say no.
Yeah.
It works both ways.
Well, no, can I ask you this? What is your idea of a leader? Or what do you believe in roles? Because I've heard a lot of men say that we like to hunt. We like to be the hunters. So to me, that statement completely contradicts.
That's old.
Man are saying that they want, as opposed to, because that's not them. That's not them hunting. That's us hunting them, is it not?
No, that phrase is old. You know, men are the hunters. What does that mean?
That men are the hunters.
That men do the pursuing. Like, all right, so do you think men are the head of the household?
No, this is why we get it twisted that every time we go out for a meal or so forth, the man has to pay. We're getting stuck in that mold. We need to get out of that. The same way out, if I'm going to get married to somebody and I buy her an engagement ring, me want something too. So me want a ring as well. So if you leave me have something, you have something. You can't just get everything one time. When me if you walk away with nothing and you walk away with a big old diamond and me look like idiot. No, it's 50-50. women earn more than men these days. Their salary is higher than men. So I think women should take the opportunity to ask the man, would you marry me? Why not? You want to tell the man no after he get down on one knee, but you don't want to get down on one knee and you know.
I'm not going to be in a relationship I'm not going to be in a relationship to that point where the man thinks that it is okay, because you're going to be in a relationship for at least a year or two before he's going to get to that point, I would expect. So I'm not going to be in that long-term relationship if then I'm looking to say no to him should he pop the question. Does that make sense?
We don't know, because there's been people in relationships for 5-6 years and they're thinking like, you know what, this is the one, and they've asked the woman and she said, no, I'm not ready. When are you going to be ready then? It's happened. There's people out there that it's happened to. But we can take that embarrassment to get down on one knee for you for tell we no. And we just get up, brush off with clothes and walk. Then what happens? Does the relationship stop there because you decided that you don't want to marry him or you're not ready? What do we do? How do we move on from there?
Yeah, totally up to him. Totally up to him.
Yeah, but after you've told him no, how would you feel about carrying on with the relationship? Because that's a breakdown.
If we've been together 5 minutes, I would be like, it's only 5 minutes. Let's work on each other.
Background noise.
Spend some more time.
Hold on.
I told you it's gonna just be funny either way. It's hilarious.
Sorry. Yeah. Ready now.
No, so if I've been with someone for 5 minutes and he asks me and I think that's a bit fast, I'm gonna say, look, this is a bit fast. It's a bit too soon. I think we need a bit more time. If it's
what do you call 5 minutes?
I don't know, 6 months and then time.
6 months?
5 minutes.
No, you can't. I don't think you can ask somebody after 6 months, but I think after 2 years, you need to know whether you're going to the left or you're going to the right.
Yeah. If I don't want to marry the person I'm with after 2 years, I know I probably don't want to be with them.
Sorry, if you do what?
If I don't want to marry the person that I'm with after 2 years, I know deep down, really, I'm not really feeling it like that.
Yeah, well, that's how it should be in the real world, but it's not like that. You've got people who's been with somebody for 10 years and they still don't know whether the person wants them.
But whose fault is that? There's all the reasons.
You know, 6 months you could say that you want to be with that person, but are you going to feel like that 6 months after that?
Okay. I feel like I need to see that person in every season.
Exactly.
And then to know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I just
on a rush
it depends on what you want as well, because, you know, there's this whole debate about women being feminine or masculine or alpha, you know, alpha females. And, you know, there's this whole big debate around it. So, you know, like, you know, do you be that soft, feminine person for the man to lead you and look after you and be the leader, as Trisha was saying, within the roles? In Devon's eyes, he's saying, like, boy, well, why go on for 50-50? So what does that mean in that sort of sense?
It means
femininity and masculinity.
Yeah. I want my woman to take charge sometimes. It's not all about me, because sometimes I might not be making the right decisions.
But because a woman take charge, it doesn't mean that she can't still be in her femininity doing that.
Not at all. But sometimes women take charge where they want to control completely.
But I think that's where it gets confused, where, you know, like you were saying about women asking men to marry them. But how far can you go until we're gone from being feminine to now being deemed as masculine? Ain't that a man's job? Do you see what I'm saying? In the roles of...
No, you can't say that, because like you're saying it's a woman's job to do the washing up.
Well, no. I mean, like, if we're looking at traditional roles in a sense, yeah, you know, when you have children and stuff, the man will go back to work and the woman will stay at home and look after the kids for a while. And I know know it changes, and I know that there's in different couples it does swap around because I do
it's
know
a joint enterprise.
No, of course it is. Of course it is. But I'm saying, like, in the traditional role sense. Do you know what I mean? Are you getting what I'm saying or not?
Yeah. We need to get out of that scheme. We need to get out of that.
Traditional role.
Yeah.
We need to get out of that traditional thing.
It actually works. There are some people that they are stay-at-home mums and they do look after.
It worked back in the day. It might have worked with our mum and dad. It doesn't work like that in 2023.
Would you be a house husband?
Would I be
a house husband?
Oh,
a house husband?
No, I don't think I'd be happy with that, because that means I can't have my own money and I can't go out with the man them and do what I want to do.
Mm.
I don't think I'd be happy just being stuck at home looking after the kids.
Mm.
I'd rather have her working 2 days, I work 2 days. So, we rely on each other.
Okay.
But we say it like that, but it doesn't happen like that in the real world. We might say that or think that, but once you get into something, it changes, doesn't it? People tell you what you want to hear 9 times out of 10.
Mm.
When you meet someone, they tell you everything that you want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But then when you get into it, you can't believe it's the same person we talked to you last week. So, we have to look at what we really want out of relationships, to be quite honest with you. You have to make that choice.
I think you have to get.
Do you want to get married? That's the first argument. Do you want to get married? Do I want to get married?
Mm.
If you're in a relationship where I want to get married, but you don't want to get married, where's it going to go?
Mm.
It's not going to go anywhere, because you haven't got the same ambition in it. Or she's been married before, or she's been married twice. When we are doing that, it's not exciting to her. No, it's not exciting to her no more. Where I would have butterflies and all them things there, she's done it twice already. So, we can go in the barber shop and get married because it's no business. She don't care because she's done it twice before.
Mm.
So I want someone that's going to have the same buzz as me when we decide to make that decision.
Mm.
But black men take a long time because we're honestly scared to make that commitment, a lot of us.
Okay, so now we'll get to it. Why?
Why? Because karma is a bitch. Because you've most probably had a couple of good women that you've taken the piss out of, and you feel if you go and marry this one, it's not going to work.
Mm.
Commitment is a big thing to black men, because that means you got to stop doing what you're doing. You got to stop running up and down. This side chick where you have for the last 5 years, you have to leave her. You've got to make certain choices.
Mm.
And a lot of guys are not prepared to make that decision because they're happy.
Mm.
So if you meet someone and you've got a girl on the side, that girl has now decided that she's going to be the side chick. She's going to do everything that your missus indoors ain't going to do. That's why when you have a good man, don't make excuses. Do whatever you need. It's not going to, if a guy's going to cheat, he's going to cheat no matter how good you are.
Mm.
Right.
But you're giving him less chances to cheat when you're treating him like a king and he's treating you like a queen.
Mm.
But I can see you smiling, Nico.
No.
I don't say girl.
No. We have to read back though. Because we're just listening, and Natalie's not even being herself, because I know, Natalie, you're not saying what you would normally say. Why is that?
I'm listening. Listen, I'm powering up. I'm powering up.
Go for it. Go for it. Let's do this.
You're saying that the woman has to go above and beyond, because even if she treats him like a king, it might lessen the chances of him cheating.
No. I think it works both ways. It doesn't mean that the woman must go beyond. It doesn't mean that. It works both ways. If a man is not treating,
no matter how good she treats him, there's a possibility that he will still cheat anyway.
well, certain man, it doesn't matter. You got enough man out there that, you know, no matter how their woman is good, he's still going to cheat.
Right.
That's how the thing's set.
And that's why they don't want to get married.
A lot of times they're frightened. A lot of guys are frightened to make that commitment.
To one person.
They don't even want to take you to the sweetie shop, more or less, to take you down the aisle. Come on, let's be real now. You know, there's enough of us, even us as guys over the years, we've got a good woman and we go out and we're looking at other women and we're saying, oh, why are we doing this, really? And we have a good woman in that else. And now we have to look at each other and say, you know what?
What is the answer that you get when you ask that genuine question?
We all come to the same conclusion. You know what? You're right. But then we're still going out and leaving her indoors. We're still, you know, I don't know. Each to their own. Each to their own. Because some people know what they want, but don't know what they don't want. Or know what they don't want, but don't know what they want in a relationship. Right. You can say, oh, I don't want a girl that does this. But when you have a good woman, you don't respect it. You don't see it because you think that she's not going nowhere. You think that she'll never leave you until she leaves you. So you get complacent.
So they're worried about commitment, but then they have kids with different.
Well, it's not down to us.
The commitment to them.
No, you know, you've gone on another subject. It's down to you. Why are you going to have a child with someone who's too bob?
He's too
you
bob.
Make the choices because you get pregnant. So you have to make that choice.
Very true.
On your own?
Yeah, but
no, listen, it doesn't matter if that man shows you love for 9 months. Once you have that child, that's when he becomes a man.
Yeah.
When you have the child.
Go on and on to have more children, then I agree with you there. But I mean,
if you have one, you stand a chance. If you go and have two for the same person who's a deadbeat, then you got to look at yourself.
Then and there is a big thing about, you know, taking ownership, isn't it? And allowing people, enabling them to behave how they behave.
And too many women allow men to behave a certain way.
Agreed.
And then they want to lay blame on him, but you've allowed him to come after 12 o'clock each night. You've allowed that. You've allowed his side chick to come in the dance and say, "Oh, hi, Nats. I doing chick." Instead of your liquor over our crowbar.
That's not happened to any of us on the screen, boy.
No, I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah, but no, it's true. People are saying they agree. It's true. It is true. Let's check in because there's a lot of people watching because you're a popular man. Is our Devvon Danvers. I can't see everybody. It says like Desmond, Andrew Hutchinson, and 18 other people are watching, so I don't know who those are. But we have got Shani Love, Joanne Williams, Mike Shaw, Sharon Cornwall. She said maybe people are just happy living together and not getting married. So that's something. Michelle Singh Williams, people in relationships do what works for them. Michelle Singh Williams said, I agree with some of the old school values out of choice. Yeah, I mean, I agree with some of the old school values as well, but then at the same time, I sound like a very confused hypocrite with some of the other beliefs and values that I have. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, it swings and roundabouts. Joe Davis, that's so true. Yeah, but quite a few people watching. D Young said they want a relationship, but they don't want to fully commit.
And that's what it is. That's where we have to have that conversation before we get into a relationship. What do you really want out of this? Because we don't seem to ask that question until it's too late.
Yeah.
But you said earlier that people just say what they want to hear, what you want to hear.
Yes,
so
but then it's down to you to see through that.
Questions. Yeah. That I agree
It's down
with.
to you to see through that. You know what I mean? Because you're not
Words
going to.
don't match up with actions, then you can see.
Yeah, people always show their colours.
Yeah, it's true.
Some will just take longer than the others for you to see it. But all of us has got sense. And in life, what a lot of us used to do is ignore the red flags. I don't think in 2023 we ignore it anymore.
No.
For whatever reason, you know, you see that red flag, you got to take what that red flag is saying to you and get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to stay in it, then don't listen to your friends, because my friends don't say, what do you think, Dev, about? Don't know. You make your own choices. Because at the end of the day, you're going to go and you're going to tell him, oh, Devvon said that you're no good. Devvon said.
Yeah.
So you got to make your own choice. You can be there for your brethren, them, but you can't make the choice for them because they're still going to do whatever they're going to do.
100%.
But you have to set boundaries from the start. And I think that's where us as men, we kind of take the piss because boundaries are not set. So we just do anything. And you guys have to run with it, or I don't know. Because no use that word, that dangerous word. Oh, but I love him. Love me network. Love what? You cannot love somebody who doesn't love you. And you can't love someone more than you love yourself. And that's what we tend to do in this world. We can't do it. Is anyone ever been married out of you guys?
I'm married.
Nikki's married now.
How long have you been married, Nikki?
15 years in 2 weeks.
Right.
On the 1st of August, we've been married for 15 years.
That's excellent. Hats off to you. But it's not been an easy road. It's not been. Yeah, right.
And
so you take.
Because, you know, it took us a while to get to the point of, okay, let's talk about getting married.
Right. So Rome wasn't built in a day where everyone thinks that, you know, it's so hunky-dory all the time. But it's how much patience have you got? Because you might have gone out with a couple of guys who've treated you like, you understand me? So you're not going to give no one a chance. No, that's the word. Because you've got good women out there that have given guys a chance. Guys have taken a piss. So even if Joe Bloggs comes along, he might not be an everyday guy, but she's not going to give him a chance because of what she's gone through.
Yeah.
So in this day and age, why are you wasting 2 years with someone that you don't know where it's going? That's like you're doing a prison sentence.
Yeah.
We ain't got no time for that. So
Michelle, go on, finish what you're saying.
Commitment is a hard thing. Some people have been married, they got divorced, it was messy. They're not going to want to go into all of that again. Even relationships, before they get married, they've been in relationships that are messy. So, you know, someone coming along and showing them that they like them, it's very difficult out here these days.
Michelle Singh Williams is saying, I disagree with Devvon about asking what they want out of a relationship. Most women already know what they want, but it's a process. And I agree with her, because I think we know what we want. We have the conversation. We say what we want. As you said earlier, Dev, guys say what they want, or people, let's not say guys, people say what the other person, what they think the other person wants to hear. And it's only after a period of time do you get to really measure if this person is able to walk the walk and talk the talk. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but sometimes it's too late because you've already dipped your toe in the water.
Okay.
Right.
You've already dipped your toe in the water.
Well, yeah, so you're going to dip your toe in the water if you're looking to have a relationship with someone. So that's my point. If you have a conversation with a guy and you've said what you want, he said what he wants, how long do you think a woman should wait before sleeping with a guy?
Why should it be the woman that waits?
Because like you said, it's us that get pregnant and all the rest of it. So men always want to slap it in there.
The guy that wants to wait. It's not really.
It's not usually the guy that wants to wait, is it?
He's just waiting for it to bust it open for.
All right. So how long do you keep your keep it reserved for until the new woman then?
No, I'm too old to keep that. No, there's no reserve around here. We're too old for that foolishness. No, we tell it as it is. It's either we got to the left or we got to the right. I ain't got no time to say, well, I'm not gonna hold your hands for 3 months. I ain't got no time for that.
Not hold your hand. How long do you think? So if you met a woman and you hit it off with her and she slept with you on the first date, is she white? Are you wifing her?
No, I'm not coming back to see her. Not after the first date.
Okay.
Not after the first. Even if I wanted it, and I try my best to say, darling, let's not do this. Because in my mind, I'm saying, now I come back. Not so quick, not on the first date. Give me a little feel up or something, but no, not the full 100. Yeah. Not on the first date. Come on.
Who's saying to me? Someone say, please ask why. Why is that an issue? Joe Davis. Why is it an issue if a woman gives it up on the first date?
When you said you ain't got time for fooling.
That means that the person
you just said you ain't got time to finish this, yeah.
Not the person who she might have dated before, you're going to give it up. Is that how easy it is? Because once you get it, 9 times out of 10, it's like game over. There's no chase. There's no chase. Yeah. You want a little bit of chase.
You don't need to be hunters and gatherers anyway.
Yeah, like confusing me now.
No, listen. You lot said that we're hunters. Me, I'm no hunter. Me done my hunting days done. I don't need to hunt. Because if I was a good hunter, I'm not a very good hunter. If I was a fucking good hunter, I'd be married. I'm not married. So that game is not for me.
I think it's fucking hilarious.
That game is not for me. I'm not here to hunt. You find someone that you and them is compatible. That's all you want.
But, okay, so you meet someone, but you'll throw it in the bin because that sparks are flying and she slept with you on the first date. You just throw it in the bin.
No, why do you need to? I'm not going nowhere. What's the rush? You're not going to keep it up straight away.
So I'll go back to my original question. What's a respectable time? Because you're saying, why is it the woman that holds it up? What's a respectable time? Because she's going to be judged.
Well, everyone's different, but me, everyone's different. But give it a couple of months for us to really know each other, because I'm not waiting longer than 2 months anyway to get nothing for nobody. I'm not waiting 2 months, 3 months to get no nash. I'm going to be sitting at home watching Pornhub for 3 months. Are you mad? That's not going to work. But I think 2 months is fine. Right. 2 months is fine. Anybody wants someone on the first date and they're going to sleep with them on the first date, I guarantee your thought about this woman is going to change.
Even at this big age?
It's going to change.
Okay. Have you ever given it up on the first date?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm giving it up after the first hour.
Right. So does that make you a raggedy asshole? Like how you?
No, but that was years ago when I was young. Not now. I can't do that now. That's not going to happen now. But that was years ago.
Okay.
But why am I so hungry? I'm not going to be so hungry now. Before, you didn't want to hug. I could hug for a week and I'm fine.
Yeah, but you see back then, back then when you was giving it up on after the first 45 minutes, if a girl did that, did you think the same then? Like, nah, you're like, she's giving it up on the first date. No. Did you think like that back then as well?
No, because how I thought then and how I thought now is totally different. Back in the day, you could do that. And it was like, you could most probably sleep with 3 women in one day. And it'll be, is that it?
Yeah,
I'm
but
serious. It'd be like,
away, back then,
but you'd be horrified to do them things there now. I wouldn't, nah. That's for young people. You can't be doing that to yourself now. You got to respect yourself as well. So, nah.
So one gauge is back then when you was doing that. If a girl gave it up on the first to you, you wouldn't dash her away then.
No, she's a keeper.
Okay.
She's a keeper.
What did you say now?
She's a keeper. Back in the day, that they're known as keepers.
Okay.
Jesus.
But now, nah.
Okay, so your view on it as a whole was changed. Okay, that's what I was just checking. Because I was just checking if it was all right for the men to do it, but not all right for the girls to do it, if that makes sense.
No. Listen, you can't, Natalie, as my mum used to say, you can't do as a man does and still be a lady. And I live by that. So
okay, so what about
here's all these old school traditions that we were just saying to be eradicated.
That's one
that's so tricky.
No, that's one that sticks with me because that you can't, can you?
All right,
women
so
try
it. That's a man.
Women do it, and they're looked at differently. But if a guy has got 2 women, it's the norm. But if a woman does it, they kind of looked down at where they shouldn't be.
Mad.
But they do.
Yeah, because you know.
Dion said, I disagree. My friend married her fella after sleeping with him on the first night, and they're very happy 15 years later. So I guess it's mindset.
That's 1 in a million. It doesn't happen. How many people you know out there? All right, let me put it this way. If you met a guy tomorrow and you've gone on a date and he tried to give you a little feel up on the first day, you don't want to see that man again.
Yeah.
You're not going to want to see him. So it works for some. It doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah.
If that's what you want, then all good and well. But me personally, women need to show us a bit more. They want a lot, but they don't want to show the man. You know, they want to be taken out. They want to be wined and dined. But then what are they showing the men? What are they giving back in return?
What would you like, man?
I want women to start accepting men for how they are and stop putting obstacles and start saying, oh, I want a man that's got this. I want a man, he's got to have a 60 grand job. You ain't fucking got a 2-bob job. People are people. Accept people for who they are.
Did you think that goes with behaviours, or are you talking about like their status?
No, I think women put their hat too high. Sometimes you like what you like, and I know a hell of a lot of good women, hell of a lot. Some have men, some don't have men, but some of them, they're worth £1 million, and I'd say that I've got enough of my sister-ins them that I think they're diamonds, but they just keep picking up Joe Blogs, and that's their choice. But them as a person, they're lovely ladies. But I think women, they need to look how men are feeling sometimes and what we want, not just about them. What we want for each other, I should say.
What do you think is a common thing? I know you can't speak for all men. I know you can't speak for all men, but what do you think is a common thing that men want that women don't seem to get?
Yeah.
Or understand?
Sorry, say that again, Natalie.
I know
Good
you
question.
can't speak for all men.
Uh-huh.
What do you think is a common thing that men want that women don't seem to get?
We want a bit of understanding that I don't think that we get a lot of the time. You know, it's...
Is it understanding?
Yeah, what do you want us to understand? Because if it's understand why you got a side chick, that's not going to happen. Understand us as a person, you know. I don't think women take the time out to know the partner that they have a lot of the times. Learn a bit more about them, you know, their needs as well as your own. It's all about them, most women. But you know, can I just say, we asked in the group, we asked men on more than one occasion, what is it that you want? And you know, we've gotten jumbled responses or tumbleweed. So to me, it seems like men don't really know what they want. And I think a lot of men
that's 100%
don't know who
true.
they actually are. So a lot of code
A
switching.
lot of us don't know what we actually want. We say it, but we don't actually know what we want. Because when we have it, we do something completely different.
To understand that need. It's going to be impossible for me to understand that need, because this is the thing, not just men. I think there's a lot of, like, even myself, I've had to do a lot of work to really understand who I am as a person, and that's been through life, just life and knocking you down. But doing the self introspective work and really understanding your shadow side as well as who, you know what I mean? It takes work, and it's hard work, and sometimes it can be shitty. I don't think a lot of men or women do it. So
you know what it is, Trish? People in general, I don't think we're too easy to lay blame, but we're not looking in the mirror at ourselves. So it's so easy to say that, oh, it was her, it weren't me. But sometimes you've got to take some responsibility for yourself and say, maybe I was too hard on him. And the same with us as guys. Sometimes we can look at it and say, you know what? I could have dealt with her a bit better than how I did, you know, and so forth. It's just part of life. Until we sit down and look at ourselves, you can't have 10 men and the 10 men are rubbish. That's something going on with you then.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't.
Yeah,
it's impossible.
Because then
that means your choices are whack. That means your choices ain't no good. So you have to look at yourself. You can't pick 10 man and the 10 man them ain't no good. That don't make no sense. You can be unlucky about 3 times out of the 10. But the other 7 is your choice. You pick them.
I think if you have a bad experience and you keep going the same type of bad, the same type of red flag, 100%. If you keep going saying emotionally unavailable, the same abusive, the same cheater, I think there's pattern behavior that you could follow. So, or this time I went out with a bad man. The second time I was with a serial cheater. The third time I went out with someone that was emotionally unavailable. I think there's different levels, and there's different issues, red flags.
Yeah, look, that just means you need to go to a church and get a blessing because you're unlucky. Because one person can't be that unlucky. I'm sorry, you cannot be that unlucky. Not you per se, but in general. If you've met 7 guys, and one is a serial cheater, one is a DJ. Sorry, DJs. Sorry, one he just constantly on the look. Then you're just unlucky. You need to stay in your yard and drink some syrup or something. You can't come out on the road. You're unlucky. Me don't want no bad luck. Me don't want no bad luck. Me sorry.
I think obviously you have that many relationships,
I don't agree.
they all finish. You know, I think you do. Like Trisha said, there becomes a point anyway, regardless whether relationships broke down or whatever, that we should look at ourselves and do the work to know what we are, who we are, and how we operate. But having multiple relationships doesn't mean that you are, you know, that you're making the wrong choice every single time, because you don't.
It doesn't solve anything.
Don't go into relationship thinking, oh no, this one's going to break up. Oh no, this. Do you know what I mean? So
you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Some people, that's how I think. Oh, you remind me just of Tom. You remind me of Donald. That's how Donald used to behave. You know, they're not taking that person for who they actually are. Because we've all had. I don't think there's one person on earth that hasn't had a bad experience in a relationship, but it's how you deal with it moving forward. You just got to brush yourself. You can only brush yourself down and carry on so many times, but it just shows that you are the person that you are. When you get up, brush yourself down and start again. You must know your worth. And if you're going to just pick up somebody because you're thinking that person treated you bad, so you're just going to move on to the next victim, then you're not healing. And a lot of us haven't healed. We just went into another relationship before we even healed.
Yeah.
So straight away, it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Do you
So
think
how
when
do
a woman when a woman doesn't know her worth, I really believe when a woman doesn't know her worth, I really believe a man can see that. And I think sometimes that gets played upon as well. And I think vice versa as well. When a woman knows a man's an idiot, he doesn't know his worth or his thingy, they'll play on it. And get what they can out of that. Yeah,
that's, as I said, that's just part of the world, the life that we live in. It's low self-esteem, whatever. You know, some people prey on them kind of people. They see them and they're like, yeah, man, she's got low self-esteem. I'm just going to go in there and get what I can get. But then you're just damaging that person because you've brought her up and then you're just going to leave her and fling her down. So, you know, we just got to hope that whoever we meet.
It's easier sometimes.
Say that again, Natalie.
It's easier.
It's easier when
you to do what you need to do when the woman don't know her worth.
I'm sure we don't have any friends that they're actually how can I say it? They're gonna make a man deal with them like that. Maybe before, but there comes a time when you have to, nobody else can't get that strength for you. You got to find that strength to say no or to say, well, I see what this guy's about. Women do it too. Don't think it's only men that do that shit, you know. Let's not get this thing twisted.
I said
for sure. We said women.
I said it.
Because it just.
I said women as well. I said women do it too. They see a man.
So what do we do when we meet someone like that?
Take it out on all of the other women that they meet after that. Because that's what I think happens with men. I think men get burnt once. Well, some men get burnt once, whereas I feel like women, great believers in love, so we will get our hearts broken, go into another relationship, and not necessarily feel like. I think sometimes we take baggage in, so I'm not saying that we don't do that, but we're more willing to give love another chance, whereas men are like, flipping Heidi hurt my heart when I was 15 and me not deal with nobody again, you know, and everybody has to suffer after that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
I don't think suffer. I just don't think that we mess about with that word love like how women just use it willy-nilly. I don't think it's a word that you use carelessly. You love your kids, you love our mum, we love our dad, but I ain't telling you that I love you just so. You know, that's a very deep word that people play with. No, I'm not about that life.
Back in the day, people used to play with it, but I think people in general now are a lot more cautious, because I know I am.
And so you should be. You don't tell people that you love them, and plus you don't have to tell people that you love them every minute, because your actions show how you feel about that person, or it should do.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
when he's telling you that he loves you every minute, he's on another thing. He's on something else. So, you know, take people for who they are, and you just got to praise God or pray every day that he's the right person, because you never know. Because people come in all shapes and sizes and disguises, so you never know what a person is looking at in this relationship. So we're all taking a chance when we go into relationships. So nothing's perfect. You just got to know what you want out of it.
Any risk, it's up to you to do a thorough risk assessment.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Right.
Because you're bringing this person into your life. If you have kids, you're bringing this person into your life again around your kids. So you got to, it is like a risk assessment. You got to know what you're dealing with. You might say a little funny thing to him and he spin round, his head spin round his shoulder. You know, I say, no, you have to leave this brother here. Because you know, say the devil.
Is it me freezing or is it him?
Yeah.
Can you not see me?
Come to you the next day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
back
to commitments. You know, how long would you give it, Trish, that you'd wait to say you'll be, if someone asked you to marry, how long would you want to know that person?
About 2 years.
Natalie?
Yeah, no less than 2 years, really.
And Nikki, how long was you before you got married?
So we were together. We were together for 4 years when he asked me, and 5 years by the time we got married.
Cool. See, that's sensible. But
we had it was a slow, very slow build up because I had kids and whatever. So
that's fine. But have I got 10 years to waste with someone knowing that it ain't gonna go nowhere?
Yeah, no,
I ain't got that.
Like some people have said in the chat earlier, some people are genuinely happy with just being together and not being married.
That's fine. That's fine. But even in a relationship, I haven't got 5 years
to know
to waste.
You're going to settle with that person.
You know, to say, well, what do I want out of this? I just ain't got it. I ain't got the time. I ain't got the energy. I'd rather be on my own.
You're supposed to know by that point. You are definitely supposed to know, aren't you?
And there's too many of us that they're thinking like,
just coasting.
We don't know what we want.
Yeah.
Because of what we've gone through before or prior. You know, when are we going to stop using that?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Like you said, people need to start healing, man.
They can only do that themselves.
No, true.
Everyone,
you know, and you can only do it if you want to do it. True. A lot of people, they don't want to do it because they're okay in their words, but you're not okay. You want in the yard, you want and God in the yard. Every day, I drink wine. Every day you come from work, is a bottle of wine.
Oh, dear. What was the question? Is the end goal always marriage, says Debs B.
Is the end?
Is the end goal always marriage?
So what would your end goal, you know, when you go into a relationship, that's what your end goal is. Otherwise, why are you going into a relationship? If I'm not looking at someone as marriage material, what on earth am I doing with them? That has to be your end goal. Unless you're a person who you just want to just be known as the girlfriend. Oh, this is my girl. If you want that, then it works for some people. It doesn't work for all of us.
Yeah.
But when you get into a relationship, what are you getting into it for then? That's what I would like to know. What do you want out of the relationship? Do you want a boyfriend and girlfriend thing, or do you want to be married?
It's true.
And you got to ask those questions at the start. And I can understand if you've been married before, and it weren't a great marriage, so you're thinking to yourself, do I want to go through all of this again? I get that. Then you've got to make up your mind. Do you want to be with a person who doesn't want to get married?
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. Martin Gale says, go on, agony Uncle Devvon. Never heard you so passionate, ranted. Take it to them. The chat, I can't even keep up with the chat today, but a lot of people, yeah, Dion saying it, I think they call it dating with a purpose. Debsby said thoughtful response, Devon. So yeah. All right, so let's move on to the next topic, but let's see what our crew had to say about it before we move on. So can anyone read this? Can you not read it?
Yeah. Melinda Gardner says, this looks like it's going to be a great talk. I think black men take forever to do everything, but it's probably to do with past trauma, wanting to be sure, and the age, old, not really wanting to be tied down to up one woman. Maybe some of our black men are just scared of commitment. Who knows? But it would be nice to get a man's point of view on this. You said absolutely. Dion said, well done, Devon. Will be interesting, informative to hear your perspective on the proposed topic. Desmond Adekunle said, marriage is viewed suspiciously these days, as if you have something, then you wonder if it's you or what you have. Just look at the footballer, and the wife wanted half his worth till she found out he had insulated himself. I saw a Kiki Palmer video, and bare people were like, he planned this from the start. He wants the kid, the yard, and CS. And I thought this normally happens to guys. I think this has an impact on some guys popping the question. You said, thanks for asking the question. Lady Henry said, this will be an interesting debate. Possibilities, what parents go through divorce, fear of committing to one woman, alternatively using the above as an excuse not to do it. Nevertheless, I look forward to an interesting topic.
Right, that's more or less all they said on that. G-Shot is in the comments saying, will the real Devon please stand up? This family kills me. Oh, dear. All right. So, next topic. Relationships. This was posted by Mike Shaw, and I found it quite interesting because I think some women have a really different take on this from some men. But relationships are only serious when photos are posted by the man. Go. What do we think about that?
I'd have to ask the man. Does the man feel like that?
No, I don't think so. I think each to their own. Sometimes you have a partner and she doesn't want her pictures posted up all over the place. But, you know, why do you have to be putting up pictures to show everyone, oh, this is who I'm with? You know that you're with that person. That person knows that you're with them. Who cares? It's just like when you're on Facebook and you're in a relationship, you have to put in a relationship single complicated. If it's you're jam jackass. Complicated. Why would you put it's complicated? And then you put in a relationship with Devvon Danvers.
Yeah.
You break up with Devvon Danvers 6 months later. We are gonna put up there. Me done with Devvon Danvers. Next. you just. Some people don't want to let people know their business for whatever reason. And 9 times out of 10, the ladies go out with their mates and we go out with our mates. Why do you have to plaster it all over social media? Them two nausea.
Sharon Cornwall said, which age group are we talking about? That's a young person's thing. It's not anybody's business, to be honest. What do you guys think? What do you think, Nat?
I'm not in it. I mean, not in it. I'm quite private. Like, I post, but I never post anything significant, if that makes sense. So myself, I like my little world to myself. So I've never really posted much. I'm not against it if people do it, but I've never really posted much. It's not a thing though where I can't post you, because don't tell me I can't post you, because if I want to post you, why can't I post you? That's what I don't like. But I'm not of my partner or relationship on that. But I do think I do get concerned if the person doesn't want to be tagged, doesn't want to be seen, won't post. It's law. Then I think, what's the problem? Do you know what I mean? Why can't I post you? Why can't you post me? Why can't I? Do you know what I mean? Like, no, I don't know. But I'm not much of that's going to go into detail about much of my romantic life like that. Maybe if I've been with someone for ages, after a while we might post each other more often, whatever, but definitely not at the beginning of a relationship. No.
So would that be a deal breaker?
If he tells me I cannot post him, I'm going to be looking at sideways.
So if you've just got in a relationship with someone, you really like him, but he's posting things up with his friends, but he's not posting nothing up with you, how would you take that?
If you just got into the relationship?
Yeah. Say 6 months.
6 months? I don't know.
Yeah. I won't be posting him,
I agree with Natalie, and so does
Nikki, what would you think?
Well, see, when I got with my husband, it was before the old Facebook days. So we kind of got into Facebook together, although we're not linked or nothing. We're not, married to. We haven't done all that business. But most people know me, most people know that we're married because we do put each other on each other's pages. But like Natalie says, if there's certain things, though, that he will say to me, don't put that out. Make sure that doesn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Because obviously, there's certain things that you have to keep. It's not for the world to see. It's not the world must see all your inners and all your wares.
Yeah.
Like if we're going out and we're looking trash, then of course we're gonna put up two pictures, in it. You know what I mean? But you don't have to put up, your dailies, what's going on in your lives and whatnot. So, but it would be. I think it would be a problem if, like Natalie says, if someone wants to say, no, don't put me up, don't tag me, don't this, don't that, then why not? If we know that if we are also know that we're together, then yeah, that would kind of be an issue. I would like to know why. I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it, but you'd have to explain to me and make me understand why.
Some people are just private like that.
Yeah, that's fine. Then explain it to me then. That's all. That's what I'm saying. But if that means you're private, then that means you're private. So you're not going to have nothing on there then. Don't let me go on there and see certain things and certain things. Then what, I must stay private, yeah? Okay. You see them ones? Yeah. No, I'm private, but you got your 5 kids on there. Okay.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah.
But
I don't
know. You know the energy. You should you should be at a point where you know the energy. Like I feel like I would know when a guy's telling me, don't post me in that kind of way. To a guy that's just laid back, he's not really on the social media thing and that. As opposed to a guy that doesn't want to be, he doesn't want someone coming to me as a woman.
Yeah.
No.
I think sometimes we read into things too much because he's taking a picture of someone. You might not know him. It might be his cousin. It might be whoever. And it can just lead to a bag of things. So pictures is pictures.
D Young says private when suits. Just saying. See, I'm pretty much the same as the girls. I don't think all of you, because it's the same thing that you said. Like when you're posted up, and then when you break up,
right?
It's like, what are you going to do? Put up a post to say me and so is broken up, and then remember there was a meme that was saying, we want to know why you broke up. We've been in this relationship with you, so now you broke up. Order to tell me what happened. So to a degree, I absolutely get the privacy. Someone in the comments was saying before social media, what was we doing? But I think social media has made the world so much smaller. So cheating was a lot easier before social media because
100%.
You understand? But it's the same sort of thing for me. Like I don't feel like I need to be in every single frame, but birthday or a little show told here and there wouldn't go amiss. Here and there. Someone said in the comments, I'd be more concerned if you didn't want to be seen out and about in public with me. And there's that too. But I want a feature here and there, but it doesn't have to be all over the place all the time. But if the person was hell-bent on nah, I don't want to tag, I don't want to post, well then where's your wife have you got tucked away somewhere? That's going to raise suspicions for me. So then at that point you're going to start digging. So I don't think, you know what I mean? I don't think if you go and get a coffee and a muffin with your partner, I've got people like that on my Facebook that, having champagne with my partner, having a cupcake with my partner. It's like,
that's foolishness.
You know what I mean? Right. It doesn't need to be that, but a little feature here and there wouldn't go amiss for me. Yeah.
Each of their own.
I know of some people in the past, their man wouldn't even let them. I wouldn't follow them back.
You wouldn't do what?
That's a problem for me. I'm sorry.
That's a problem for me. I know some people in the past. I haven't seen them for ages, but I know some people back in the day. Their man wouldn't let them follow them and wouldn't follow them on social media. What the fuck? Is it because you're DMing every single Y chromosome on fucking Facebook or thingy, and you know if you post them, you have mutual friends? There's just a different little shit that can go on as well.
But why do you have to follow him?
Like when you go out of
He's saying, why do you have to follow him?
Yeah.
Why not? You follow all on sundry. I'm a big part of your life. We're part of each other's life. What do we have to hide? Why can't we follow each other?
I can't answer for people, but some people, they just don't want people to know their business for whatever reason.
Yeah, but you're saying people to know their business. It's their partner.
Your partner, your life partner.
It's their partner who they're probably
you
more.
Can still be private. Right. You can still be private. There's plenty of couples. Look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. Only come out the other. For years, they didn't talk about their relationship. It come out the other day.
Listen, if we all had Jay-Z, we wouldn't give a monkey shit who wants to say. You walk up and down with Beyonce all day long. Come on.
But he's still cheating.
Sometimes
he's still cheating.
There you go. So it doesn't matter who you be.
I can't follow you.
My point is, they are one of the most biggest public. Sorry,
but Beyonce ain't going nowhere.
The biggest, most public thing. That's not my point. My point is we don't know the ins and outs of their business. The only reason that they had to come out and talk about certain things is because Solange boxed him up in the lift. So that's why it kind of came out.
We don't know
but
that
we
they
knew
got a
that they
hunky-dory relationship
we
because
know
you
they're
see them
together,
out
but
on
we
the
don't know the
street.
ins and outs of their business. We still
Very
don't
much
know
so.
why Solange boxed him up in.
They might have a
Say that
toxic
again, Dave?
relationship. They might have a toxic relationship. We don't know, but when they're out in the public eye, it seems like everything's hunky-dory, and it's not like that.
But that's my
In
point.
fact, some
But that's my
relationships
point.
are like that.
Yeah, but that's my point. People know they're together, but we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. So that's my whole point with posting on social media. If you post me or not, or if people know we're together or not, it still doesn't mean that everybody's going to know my business or our business, because our business is our business behind closed doors. So giving me a one feature on Facebook or guides, you know what I mean, or whatever, if you can't do certain basic things, then it would raise questions for me.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could be about insecure, and you have got an insecure partner.
I do take the point. No, I do take the point that your whole business doesn't need to be on Facebook, and people are private. Look, like this comment here: if your significant other is consistently private, cool, I could respect that. However, if they post all sundry, but you, I'd question that.
Of course.
Yeah, definitely,
It's
definitely.
not about being insecure.
And they're entitled to, and you can't be posting up, oh, but I know her since 1976, but you don't want to take pictures with your now partner. It's going to cause a problem, but each to their own. We all do things differently, but it shouldn't cause a problem. It should not cause a problem. From there's a balance. You're taking pictures with your partner.
I think that is a red flag, though.
That's a red flag.
Yeah.
You're too easy to get a red flag.
Intent on not in me, but nah, man. I see too many dirty men on Facebook. First of all, that have partner, that are in people's inbox like a B&B, staying in there. Yeah. If you, I don't know nothing about your, I don't know nothing about your wife for the 10 years you've been on my Facebook, then all of a sudden you post one day, because I feel like you must have been forced to post this, happy anniversary to my wife of 11 years, and tag her for the first time ever. You've never posted her before because you know what you're doing.
I remember this story.
No. So what I'm saying, if you're a private person, like this person said, if you're a private person, whatever, and you don't post and you're just not on the editing, whatever. I'm not asking you to post me every other morning. I'm not asking you to follow and do big public PDAs, because I'm not a PDA person at all, and I'm not doing that. So I'm not going to expect that from you. But don't hide me. Don't do that. And don't expect me to hide you. I think there's a difference.
Each to their own, man. You just got to make it clear from the start. You make it clear from the start. This is what you like. This is what you don't like. And then you move on from there. It's no use him going to be taking pictures. He's on social media. He takes pictures with his brethren all the time and girlfriends. Don't have the ump, because it's not something that he's just started doing. So if you have a problem with it, you need to have that conversation with your partner. So the two of you know how it is. But if you're out with him and he's not taking no picture with you, but when he's out with his sister and them, he might take a bugger picture, then something wrong.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When they're like keeping you a secret. No.
So long as he's taking pictures with you when you're out, it shouldn't be a problem. But he don't have to name you as, oh, this is my girlfriend. Why?
If he's taking pictures of you when you're out, but says to you, post. Because many people do that too.
What's the
Yeah,
other question here?
You might as well have not.
So bottom line is, you don't think it's a deal.
I don't think.
There's a delay on my side. There's a delay on my side. So bottom line is, we think that it's okay for him to be private, but if it seems like he's trying to hide you, that's an issue. That's basically what we're saying.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's basically what we're saying. All right, let's see what our crew said before we move on. Nix or Dev, can you read these out for me?
All right, let me
Start
see.
from the rain. Start from the rain.
From the rain. Okay.
Lorraine, right.
All
This
right,
this is particularly interesting to me, as just recently people I know were speculating about a well-to-do man I know and a particular woman, and decided she was just someone casual. He then posted pictures on his Insta and made a public comment about her being his woman. So yes, I actually agree with this statement.
okay.
Right.
Dion said, I've always go on. What's the hesitation on that, Des?
Maybe they wasn't ready to put it out there.
So what is, other than the obvious, that we think that men might not want other women that they're seeing to know about us, other than that, and just basic privacy, what other fears are there around that topic for men? Because all men say the same thing. It ain't a big deal to us, but for some women, it is. So what is the actual fear? Other than general privacy, what is the actual fear around it? Because some guys have said to me that they think it's protecting their woman, because once people know who their woman is, and they're open to all kinds of things that they don't really need to be. So what is it?
What business is it of anyone else but the two of you who's in the relationship, really?
Right. And that's just it. There's no other affairs around it.
So long as you two know that you're going out with each other, he's not disrespecting you, what's the big deal? Who cares what other people want to think? So long as he's respecting you as a person.
Right.
But I don't think it's what other people think, though. It's like, isn't it more about what she thinks?
Well, she needs to have that conversation with him. And if he continues to do it, then there must be a problem here.
Yeah,
but if she's mentioned it to him and he's addressed it, then, you know, nothing else should be said. Yeah. But if he continually does it, then you got to say, boy, something all right.
Yeah.
But you have to have that conversation.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. What else did they say? Dion, did I read Dion's comment?
Yeah.
Always the opposite, to be honest. I know men and women who are extremely private and don't post up their SOs. But the opposite is also true for others, I know. Interesting meme. Ian Bowman said, I have nothing to hide, but my activity on social media is about me and me alone. I do not post my family or who I'm involved with on a personal level, simply because it's my business and my business alone. And something needs to remain private and exclusive to you and you alone. Simply on social media to promote social interaction on a platonic level. Who my people are is my ass business. If you need to know, you will know. Has the question ever been asked, does your partner want to be on social media? People are presuming that partners want to be all over social media. Consent is very important when dealing with social media.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
You say the same thing you just said, basically.
Yeah, and it's true. You know, you might be with someone who's quite happily in the background, but then if she does protest about it, how do you take it? Do you think that's a problem? Is it a deal breaker? Because I think a lot of us, if you're posting with other women, but when me and you are out, you don't want to post with me, then it's going to be a problem here.
Yeah, that's a problem, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if
Ian
you're
said
posting when I'm out, Ian's right. If you're posting when I'm out and we're out together, it shouldn't be a problem at all.
Right. But a lot of the comments swayed towards it's no one's business and your relationship shouldn't be on social media anyway. Ian Wayne said, I was married for 8 years. I never posted one pic of my wife and it wasn't a thing. Doesn't matter how much you should know you have, even if the world don't know, it's between two people. So that was the general sort of consensus. Nick, read your comment. Oh no, Samantha Hall said, I would never let a man post me on Facebook again. It brings out all the bad mind people. I'm gonna just love everyone else's pic and wish them well.
I laughed when I read that though.
No,
When I read it, I thought, Samantha.
yeah, but it can also make people bring out things that, oh, I never knew that you was with him. I've been with him for
exactly
8 years. You understand me? So
I just laughed when I read it in that sense. I was thinking like, rare, do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's why off the back of that, I put like, I think it depends on the couple. You know, I need a little spotlight every now and then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been married for nearly 50
feature here and there.
Yeah, you better show me off little. That's all I'm saying. Just a little. You know what I mean? Like my husband's on the radio and he puts a lot of pictures up to advertise his show and stuff. And he puts a lot of women, like black women, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, and sometimes I'm just like, hold on a minute, brethren. Like, you know, what about me? You know, but obviously it's different. Doesn't know who these people are, and he's not gonna put me up in some of the outfits that he puts up on his page. But again, to me, I have no problem with it. He doesn't, you know, he's not out there pining for these women. It's a picture, it's a visual, you know, to bring people in to listen to his radio show. But if it was a case of he was putting up all those pictures and I was never to get a feature, it would be an issue. You best put me up there. Simple as.
Right.
Go on, Miss Bully, Nikki.
I mean, no, but some, you know, and that, you know, we all have our love languages, and sometimes I like to be showered. I like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we all like that every now and then. So bring it, come.
No, I like that. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But
Read Melinda's one, Nix or Nat or Dev, one of you. Melinda's one at the bottom.
Melinda. This
go
right
on, Natalie.
Yeah. She said this
Go on.
right here might just be the truth. We females get all up in our feelings and be posting them all over our timeline. These times the guy don't have one picture in his timeline of you in the background, let alone posing with him. I guess if we're not both posting each other or at least reciprocating how we feel for one another, probably the feeling is not mutual, which leads to the question, if it's not mutual, is it even a relationship in the first place?
That's right. She's got it right there.
She has.
I think as well, I think sometimes it's like lost in translation a little bit. I don't think, as is what I was saying before, it's not just about posting and social media taking over people's lives and now becoming the be all and end all. It's not about that. It's about intention. And sometimes it's just about the intention behind why your partner's doing something, is not doing something, or doesn't want to do something. And that is important to me than the actual physical act of posting or not posting. It's just the intention behind it. Some men just don't post, that's fine. But some men don't post because they're too busy running around acting like the singlest man on the planet. On social, no one even knows you're alive. So there's no trace of you. You're not on, you don't follow each other. There's no way of anything getting back to you because you're not on. So it's not a case, it's not about the social, it's not about the act, it's more about the intention and the real reasons and certain things, good or bad. Because I've seen lots of comments going, oh wow, people let social media take over, boy, or what was you doing before social media? And it's not about that. I think we especially as women, you look at things on a deep, I don't give a fuck. Again, like I said, I don't really post like that, my man and all of that, really like that. So I wouldn't expect that in return, make a point. But if I see certain things where I think it's a definite issue, like it's an issue, or you're trying to hide, I'm more focused on the intention. What is your reason behind your reading? What is your reasonings and what are the intentions behind it? Than just the fact that you haven't posted on Facebook or you need to post me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Or Facebook. I think it's deeper than that. It's social media and, you know, you let social media take over and you need social media to validate. I think that would then come up as, that is just like because you can't do social media in everyone's life. If you've got a social media account, it's in your life. It like, even the one typing, you let social media take over. You have a social account, so it's in your life. So it's gonna play a part or be a fraction of how you maneuver in that way and why you maneuver like that. It's gonna be a factor in your relationship. Silly to say it wouldn't be. Do you know what I mean? It's not realistic. It's not really. I think
Dion said so. It's about people's insecurity.
That's what it is as well. But as I said, it doesn't sit well with everybody. You know, some people, they wouldn't have a problem with that. Some people don't even want you to post their picture on social media.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You know, not everybody's the same. And plus, if you've got your partner, she needs to be dressed appropriately with certain of the pictures. Certain of the pictures where I see some of them women in, you're mad. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. With them fucking ease me up Brazil and all them thing there in a people picture. No. No.
They wouldn't be a woman anyway, though, would they?
No, I don't run them joke there.
Oh dear. Jujan said, I don't agree with this because I don't post my partner. Why do I have to show the world what's going on in my love life? I'm not posting them. Yeah, that's the general consensus. Let people stay and think that just want to. There's a couple. There was one that I wanted to find. Someone said, I didn't put it, but someone said, man will be posting the pictures and still out there getting extra side pum anyway. So, because like with some women, we think that, oh, if he's posting us, it might make people know that we're there. But for some people, they don't care if they've got a woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, you know, like, and that's the thing, you know, I've always been a big thing, like social media is exactly what it is. And it's a picture, isn't it? It's a picture of someone's life at that point of whatever they're doing, whether they put 20 pictures up a day of them eating their breakfast, lunch and dinner at work, on the tube, or whether it will just be a picture of me and my husband going out. Do you know what I mean? It's a snapshot, or whether you do a live or a video or whatever it is. So you cannot dig into someone's life and it's not real. This is what I'm saying. You know, we set up, you know, what we put on Facebook or Instagram, it's all set up, isn't it? It's a picture that I've posed in, or it's something that you've done with the lights and the this and
it's a collection of memories.
Exactly. Just like when we used to take the photos and go to the chemist and get them developed. Do you know what I mean? It's the same
It's
kind
digital.
And this is it. So, you know, Dion's putting there about insecurities and why do people get so bummed about it? I don't understand it neither. I'd like to get more into that because it isn't real life. It's not real. Saying you're not going to see me on Facebook Live when I've just woken up and I've got sleep in my eye and the kids have been up because they've been sick all night. No one's going to see that apart from my husband. You know what I'm saying? So it's not what's on social media is what I want to put on social media and what I want people to see of me. That's it. So this whole thing about, oh, he's put me up. Oh my God, yeah, he's put that we're together. He's tagged me. He's, you know, I do believe there are people out there that do go mad about social media and they do take it very literally. But like Natalie said, social media is one little component of your life if you've got Instagram and Facebook or whatever. One component.
That might be to you. But to a lot of people,
in reality of it,
that's their life. This is their life. Social media.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna go toilet. I'm just gonna eat my dinner. It's nonsense.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get the people that take the pictures of them crying, or a picture of them at the hospital. Like,
I don't get the hospital ones with the tube coming out the nose.
That is one that kills me all day long. That you're gonna show a picture with your loved one with bare tube coming out. Why?
Some dignity, man.
Yeah, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. And someone put in there about consent as well. Consent is a big thing because, you know, and I know that my people that I'm, well, most times when I put on pictures on Facebook, people have said to me, all right, is that cool? Is that cool? All right, cool. Do you know what I mean? Or we've been out at a function, or it's a professional photo that I know might be used in something. But consent is a big thing, you know what I mean? Especially when it's people's children and that. Because if I don't know you and everything like that, don't be taking a picture of my child and putting it on. Where's that going to be? I don't know. Do you know?
Next thing you see a picture on a flyer or something.
Do you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it is a little bit, so, but yeah, we just need to, it's not real life, man. But like you said, Devon, to some people, it is their life. Some people
their life.
Money out of it, though, you know, that's the thing. They're making making money and they're getting things for free and this, that, and the other. But that's I don't have 24 hours a day to sit and post.
Me worse. I'm still in the office. I'm leaving here in a minute.
I didn't think he was working today. All right, well, final topic, and then we'll let you go on.
Yeah, that's cool.
You got to leave. All right, so let me add this to the screen.
Brother, she not change. You must buy her front. You understand I mean? Run back her. Kiss her ass. Happy wife, happy life. If she in a bad mood, you feel in a bad mood. But you in a bad mood, if you fix your mood, if you adjust to fear mood. Everything a me. But I'm mother your woman. I am her there and she still a flirt pan you. She still a take other man pan you. She just unlimited and she nah change. No care what kind of knowledge put out. No care who contact. Whether woman want her about it, man want her about it, no care which person come and bring the point and I try to show a little light, put a little clarity. You know what I mean? Fix the, you know what I mean? She not change. So we left black man for do. We left we for do. Cause we smarter, you know. So we left the smarter one for do. You go look behind you and there's a shed alone you go see. Me I tell you. It a go on for too long and the knowledge out now for a while, your awareness out now a while. For a while now, say dating and relationships in the dumpster and woman still nah change. The way you expect the black man to do. Not turn one different human being. We expect him to do. Running and a kiss your ass same way. When you fucked up.
All right. So
wow, that's deep.
Someone asked for a translation.
That's deep.
It's your second topic. So someone asked for a translation. Joanne Williams has asked for a translation. What did you lot get from that? What did you guys get from that?
I got from it that he is most probably with someone that doesn't appreciate him, and he's doing everything kissing her ass and she's still taking him for a jackass.
Yeah.
He's had enough.
But he said he's smart. So clearly he ain't.
No, I think what he's saying in a roundabout way is that she thinks that he's stupid. But he sees more than that, and he's just not going to do it no more. And obviously she's playing him. And he just decided that he doesn't want to be in that no more.
But he made some sweeping statements. So I'm going to play it again because I'm sure he said black women will never change. And then he's gone on to make sweeping statements. I'm going to play it again just to be clear before I go in. 1 sec.
Nah, change. You must buy her front. You understand me? Run back her. Kiss her ass. Happy wife, happy life. If she in a bad mood, you feel in a bad mood. But you in a bad mood, if you fix your mood, if you adjust to fear mood. Everything are me. That's a mother and your woman. And she still a flirt pan you. She still a take other man pan you. She does unlimited and she nah change. No care what kind of knowledge put out. No care who contact. Whether woman want to about it, man want to about it, no care which person come and bring the point and I try to show a little light, put a little clarity. You know what I mean? Fix the, you know what I mean? She not change. So we left black man for do. We left we for do. Because we smarter, you know. So we left the smarter one for do. You go look behind you and there's a shed alone you go see. Me I tell you. It a go on for too long and the knowledge out now for a while, your awareness out now for a while now said dating and relationships in the dumpster and woman still nah change. Do we expect the black man to do? Not turn one different human being. We expect him to do. Run and a kiss your same way. We no fucked up.
Right. So I think maybe the front of the video, but he's basically making sweeping statements about black women. He's saying relationships are in the dumpster and women still won't change. So again, that's a sweeping statement. That's no accountability for men. He's saying that we say everything is me, and that we expect artists to be kissed. And, I mean, Charlene DaCosta said he's right, which I was surprised to read. I want to
he should say some because Trish, they're out there and he's not lying. And
okay, so because we hear about these things and we're like, where are they? Because then I guess in our world we're not seeing that. Women are saying exactly the same thing that men are saying. And it's just trying to bridge that gap. Because we're saying exactly the same thing.
I don't think there's a way to bridge that gap. But you do have women out there that they have their good man. And they be still out there flirting. They still have a little man that will wine and dine them. They still have a little man that will give them a little money to do their shopping. But they think that you don't see all of that. And that's what he's basically saying. He see it and he still allows it. So he's done. But you have women out there, no matter what you say, no matter what good man
for is. Check it out.
They will be doing their thing.
Right.
So
and do you
you've
think
got a lot
it's
of
more
black women out there.
Is it common for women to be out there doing it?
Of course it's common. Because these days a lot of women.
Well, our big age group or younger people?
Yeah, no. These cougars out here are dangerous. These cougars out here, they don't care. They just want to know that, boom, if they got 2 man, then they got 2 man. And they'll work with it. One will get the shopping and one will give them a good time. It's just the world that we live in. But I understand what he's saying, but a lot of guys are using that now to change and go out with like white women and use that as an excuse to say, oh, black women are this. No,
I'm glad you said that, Devvon.
we're not running
I'm so
that joke
glad you
around
said
here.
that. Yeah.
Glad
We're not running, we're not using no excuse out here. Be real. Because the white women will do the same thing and worse to you. Remember I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need to stop saying that, oh, that's why I'm with this chick here, because black women are harder here, some black women are... Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
I'll run the joke there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each to their own. If that's what you want and that's what you choose, you know, that's who you choose. But it doesn't mean that you need to put down the sisters because you've had a bad time or you've been dealt a raw deal. You understand me?
Absolutely. You're getting bare love in the comments for that. It's true. Thank you, Devvon from Guys. Someone's asking you, what's the male version of a cougar?
Someone that's over 45 and still think that they're doing their thing. Let's just, it's not a side chick, it's a side hen, they're called. So, you know, you can't be in your late 40s, 50s, and you still think that you're going to be that girl there. Come on, put your hat down and sort your shit out.
Let me ask you this. As a guy, I'm not like trying to think, but if you agree to be a side chick, is that what you're going to always be forever?
Forever and ever, amen. And the reason why I say that is
There's
because
no redemption from that.
You've accepted
that's what I agree.
that role. So even if you get promoted to being on top of the ladder, you will still be known as the side chick because you can't complain. If he went out and found someone else, you cannot complain because at one stage you accepted being that side chick. So you will always be known as that side chick. So you can go up the ladder, you know, but you're only going to go so high. You're only going to be so high.
Do men?
So do men
like have real love feelings for their side chicks?
Of course you do. Of course you do.
So how are you able to differentiate and separate them that you're going to only go so far up the ladder then?
It's hard. It's hard when you've got two people that you genuinely love, the two of them, and you don't know who to pick. It's a hard one. You know, it's left to the woman to make that choice because you know why I made that choice there. So you're going to say to yourself, like, you know what? One of them is going to have to leave me because I ain't leaving none of them. And that's what it comes to. You can't, don't ever think.
But one be your kind of preferred because one's your main girl and one's your side chick. So
all right, say for argument's sake that your main girl is your main girl, but then your side chick started to do things and the love for her became more than what it is for your main. That happens.
Okay.
But because your main woman has been there a good length of time and you have got a good relationship, but the love that you have for your side chick is a totally different. She might be understanding more. She might you can have a laugh with her more. You understand me? There might be things that the qualities that your missus might not have that your side chick has. But she doesn't have enough to go to the top of the ladder.
So then why would she never make it? Why though? If she's got qualities and all these, simply because she devalued herself at the beginning is what we're saying.
Yeah, simple. Some make it to the top, but me personally, I've seen it for years. It's a hard one. You're going to think like, am I going to be able to trust her? And she does become my woman. Is she gonna do?
Thinking that about you? if you're the guy that's got the two,
I was
then
gonna
it
say,
would.
Yeah, exactly.
Is she gonna
It should be the
do
other
that
way
to
around.
me?
Okay, so you think because of the way that it started, that once she gets somewhere, then she might turn around and then just switch up.
Do the same thing. Who's to say that she wouldn't?
And we're coming to this conclusion based on the fact that she's decided to be a side chick, and so that just shoots her credibility to shit, basically.
Yeah, you're not hiding it. It's all right if you're hiding it, kind of thing. It's when you're not hiding it.
But you see, that's when there's a difference when they say you're in love with someone, but you love someone.
9 times out of 10, you can't have a woman that you don't check for to a certain degree. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
You can't have someone that you don't check for. That to me doesn't make no sense.
Yeah.
But in life, you have to respect yourself before people respect you.
Yeah, I agree.
You understand me? So,
yeah,
you know, sometimes we get caught up in emotion, and we have got more than one woman, and we can't, no matter what you say, she shouldn't do this, she shouldn't do that. You are in that moment where you like the guy likes you, and it's not like no plating. He's not got you as a side chick. He does treat you well. It just so happens that he's got his missus, and you just happen to be that other person. It is what it is. But if he's treating you like shit, and then you're still going to be there, huh?
Go on, Nat.
It's. I think the lack of trust. If she's the side chick, that means that you were the one in the committed relationship. So I think it shows more how you can kind of switch up on a partner and kind of move on with someone else than the side chick, or no? Because you was the one in the relationship with someone that bounced to someone else. You had the
yeah, but it doesn't mean that it gives her. It doesn't mean that it gives her ammunition because she's a side chick that she can go and do what she wants. It don't work like that. Not because she's not the main woman that she can go out there and just say, "Oh well, he's doing it, so why can't I do it?" No, I'm sorry, no. Try, don't do that.
But then what? Yeah, but then she's kind of stuck, because if we're saying she's not going to move up the ladder,
exactly,
but she can't. She's got no future with you then. So then if she's going to look for somebody else, then she can't do that either.
Oh, it depends.
I can't believe she's got rules that I adhere to. That is wild.
You know, it depends. Each to their own.
A side chick has rules.
Yeah.
A side chick has rules.
Yeah.
Did you say a side chick? Of course you got to have rules. Because it's like your woman anyway. She's like your woman anyway, so there has to be rules.
But she's not your woman, and she's never going to be your woman, according to you.
That's me. Me personally. But I'm just saying, in life, when I was doing them things there, she has to hold her corner. It is what it is. You knew what you was coming into.
And these women would hold their corner, yeah, Devvon. They would.
So what am I gonna do? What am really I gonna do? The
it.
most them can do is leave me. I'm gonna wish them well. That's the most.
Got your woman anyhow, innit?
No, that's right.
But if you're not her man, she's not your woman.
She is, because
that's what they're saying.
Listen,
rules to do.
You signed up for it. It's not like you never knew that we had someone. You knew. And that's what you signed up for. So you can't just leave just like that. You're in it. It doesn't work like, because so you think that I'm not leaving.
So your side chick can't have a man?
To do what? To buy shopping, yes. To buy
Can you
shopping,
imagine?
to
This
do
is what,
nail, that's fine.
Oh man.
don't be
Nothing
kids.
else.
Don't do it.
Just don't do it, yeah.
What do you mean it don't do it? Where you are got? This is what you signed up for. Where you are got?
Wow.
Come
Listen,
on, man.
I wouldn't share one quick, let alone a man. I couldn't be a side chick.
Yeah.
You now know today,
So-
you know the quicksand.
And you just
You're not gonna know.
oh my god.
So you stay about you not do it.
I'm out of this rat race, man. I don't know.
Ain't done it yet, though. Not, you know what I mean? Ain't done it yet. Like I was saying on the show, obviously people have been involved with, you know, sometimes you get involved, man tells you that they're single, but they're not.
Yeah.
But yeah. Not at this
You know,
age.
at the
No
start
one
you
wants
can
to be a side hen, right?
no, but at the start you can tell them that you can tell them what they want to hear, but then later down they find out that you have got a woman. You know you're stuck. You're not
And then
going
it's up
nowhere.
to you to bounce hard.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Once you figure
It's
it
down
out,
to you to now say, you know what, I can't work with this, or I can work with it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But
And you're right. If there's someone there that's going to turn around and be prepared to accept that, then on your head be it, man.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say, oh, they're my idiot. No, they're not. Because you do have people that you get with and you like them so much. You don't want to leave them. So you accept it. It is what it is. They're not disrespecting you. So long as they're not out disrespecting you, you knew the score from day one, so you work with it. It's part of life.
God,
Women do it to us all the time. Look how many of us has got the woman has got two man. What can we do? You either stick with it or you leave, innit? You not hear what the man said on the thing, the video just now. He said black women, they flirt, they do this, they do that, then give out them number, but you have got your man. So why are you giving out your number if you got your man?
I don't know.
Did you want to wake up call or something? You want to wake up call it a morning?
Men give out their seed.
Men give out other children.
No, well, we got to see if it's still at work. If you now get pregnant, we have to test it out and see if somebody else can get pregnant, ain't it?
Oh, good God. You are not.
Lord.
You are not.
Come on. Don't be selfish. Don't be like that. You want to get all the glory. Come on.
Don't be selfish, you know.
With a straight face.
Listen, I'm gonna love you and leave you.
Okay. Do you want to go home now?
All
right. Well,
no, I'm gonna go and meet Stefan then.
Oh, okay. All right, my love. Well, it was interesting.
This was lovely. We need to do it again soon.
Definitely.
Yeah. Natalie, Nikki,
take
have
care.
a good evening.
Love you to bits,
Bless.
love.
Trish. Later.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he is hilarious. But
half of the time
I tell you the amount of conversations I've had with Devvon and fucking barling. Too funny. Yeah, I mean, he talks his truth, and it is what it is. But going back to that man, my response to that was there's always some dry foot ninja that's got a whole bag of things to say, and he's probably the same one that don't want to put down, you know what I mean, no housekeeping, got side chick with rules.
Yeah.
And just
imagine
want to change shit.
Yeah.
But I love talking to men. I do think that someone posted this to me the other day and inboxed it to me the other day, and it was saying, and I think I posted it, but they were saying that we've made cheating and toxic cycles too popular. And we need to just get back to plain old-fashioned love. Falling in love and people understanding what the respect of the relationship is. But I feel like since Devvon Samuels and all of there was another one, he's a good-looking one that's popped up, but he's an idiot and he's just rude and he shuts people off and he's just trying to be Devvon Samuels when he's not. So he was basically saying in the group, someone posted in the group about roles. Even throughout this conversation, like Devvon started off saying that traditional roles should be squashed, but throughout listening to the conversation, they pop up. They pop up here and there. So it is that a lot of it, and I'm not going to just say men, but a lot of it is because individuals are unclear about what it is that they want. That's where the confusion's coming in. You know what I mean? And what's a respectful relationship and what's not? Do you know what I mean? But he did something interesting that he doesn't think that we're going to bridge the gap, which is probably the realest thing that I've heard since starting the show. Because there's always hope for me that we will bridge the gap. But he's blatantly saying that. Probably not. What do you not think about that?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm like you. I'm still hopeful. You know, I'm hopeful. You know,
George Williams.
I'm hoping that it's
fooling that I can't with him. He said, "On a looking Mills and Bourne Hallmark Disney fantasies, it can get grimy out there." Yeah, and I think it's an issue I think it's an issue if you have a problem with not standing still by yourself. If you're one of these people that have to jump into a relationship, then you're gonna get caught up in the quicksand and the grime. But if you can hold your own on your own for a period of time, then you're not gonna get so much slime on you. That's what I think. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, ladies, can you hear my voice is still thin?
Still,
One piece of partying put the boat on Sunday, and I still ain't got over it. One piece of the party was sweet. The party sweet me. It was good because I haven't been out for a while. I've not really wanted to do anything. I can't be bothered. I was saying to them the other day that I feel like I'm on the line of just like, am I retiring now and just going to be a granny and stay in the yard now? Or am I still, but like after Sunday now, I'm not hanging up my shoes just yet.
Hanging up, the stiletto.
Not just yet, man, but just occasionally.
I ain't been out for ages, but I was thinking, no, I'm not ready to hang up the stilettos. We still got a
not
little.
Quite. We've got some more partying to do.
A bit of sprinkle still.
But congratulations to Dodd. The music was on point. The lineup was immaculate. Do you know what I mean? Apart from Special Touch not being on the bill, you know I'm always going to take umbrage to that. Other than that, though, it was a great I enjoyed myself. I had a great time. So, we was celebrating life. You know what I mean? So, it was good.
Yeah.
Anything you don't want to say before we sign off?
Don't be a side chick.
Don't be a side chick.
Don't turn that shit at home and try to be traditional but non-traditional at the same time. And ask for your man's hand in marriage, but don't do things that men do.
Don't sleep with him on the first day.
But you can ask him to marry you. And this is it's
I'm trying to bring out my more feminine side, so you know what I mean.
Get on my good knees. No.
And dirty your clothes.
So unladylike.
No. We will not
get down on my good knees, boy. Oh, dear.
Yeah,
All right,
so-
then, lovely ladies. It was fun as usual.
So I'm still reading these comments are coming through thick and fast, but we'll read them afterwards. But next, we'll catch up with you.
100%.
We still got, probably arrange a meeting for you and Charlene so we could go over the moderator bits.
Yeah.
Charlene's gonna get us popped down. She already called somebody a bitch or something, and we got warning, so we have to. I got to read the comment properly, so we got to read it. I don't know. She said something in the comment about a bitch, and Facebook pick up certain words, didn't they? So because you guys are admin now, that can jeopardize the group. So we have to be more careful. Whereas if a member says it, they would just take down the thing. It won't jeopardize the group. But our last visit, we just have to have a meeting to go over it. But we'll try and do that early next week.
Cool.
All right, Bubs.
All right, darling.
All right.
Bye.
Speak to you soon, loves.
Bye, Nix.
Oh,
Bye,
bye.
guys.
Bye, love.
Bye.
You gone?
Not yet.
She's like, bye. Good night, T Smooth. Anything you want to say before we sign off? Because you're tired and so am I.
No, not really. Thanks for tuning in. We had a good turnout today, guys. I was proper listening today. I was like,
You take it in, innit? As my stamp video wouldn't play because my internet is full of shit at the moment. Just a quick reminder that I think Goody's got 2 rooms left, if that, 2 or 3 rooms left, couple of packages left. We go in, what date do we go now? Is it the 25th of October?
I think so.
25th of November.
Is it 25th or 27th?
Minimal. But get in touch. It's it's good. Foggy brain and all these things, but it's going to be a trip of a lifetime. I'm really looking forward to it. The hotel's opulent. The music's going to be on point. The food is excellent. Everything is excellent. So do come and join us. And yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Keep posting. It's nice to see that everyone's not attacking each other and telling them each other to suck on the mama and all these things. So
well done.
Good to see that. Well done for that. But yeah, keep posting, keep sending us videos, keep commenting. We love you lots. Thanks, Devvon, for tuning in, but we're still confused. So we definitely need to do a part 2. But yeah, it was interesting. We'll catch you. We will catch you in 2 weeks. We're going to do some shorts, so I'll talk to you about the shorts as well, Nat.
Yeah.
Like a little 3-minute shorts. We can do a couple of them, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, love.
All right. I'll see you later.
Peace out. All right, girl.
Bye.
Bye, gorgeous. Bye.